We'll come into a little bit of breath to start. Let your eyelids close or pick one spot to gaze at, letting the eyes rest on one point. Relaxing both sitting bones equally. And allow your shoulders to stack on top of the sitting bones. And allow your ears to stack on top of the shoulders. Let your belly relax so that as you breathe, the belly might puff or fill like a balloon on your inhales. And on your exhales, it gently releases. We'll come into spinal breathing. Just to visualize, imagine that the energy of your inhales and the breath of your inhales is rising up the spine through the crown. And on your exhales, it's washing back down to the tailbone. Your inhales rise, and your exhales fall back down. And begin to make your breath soothing, almost as if you were breathing for someone else and you're soothing them. On your next exhale, let the arms hang down, palms facing forward. And on your next inhale, reach out and up, letting the palms touch at the top. Exhale, reaching out and down. Moving with your breath, keep the breath slow and smooth. And the next time you reach up, pause here, breathing in and out. Hands can be separated. And let your right arm come down. And then reach up through your left fingers, leaning to the right. Bring your right hand that's down to your left thigh. Hold on to it and draw your left shoulder blade back. Tugging the chin, draw the back of the head towards the back wall. And release this left arm. Cross it over the lap. Inhale, it's like you're squeezing your thighs together. Try to look up, lift your chest, gazing up. And on an exhale, reach the heart forward, let your elbows bend, and lay onto your arms. Your belly and your rib cage are laying on the arms. Shoulders glide down the back, reach the chest forward. And if it's comfortable, you can fold the rest of the way, opening the middle of your back spine area. Really invite the back of the lungs to open. Inhale, rising up. Arms release by the sides, mountain. Ride your next inhale out and up. Reach up so high, a little back bend happens. Exhale, out and down. 2 more. On your inhale, little back bend happens. On your exhale, stack shoulders over hips, ears over shoulders. The next time you reach up, stay here. Hands are separated, facing each other. Press down through your sitting bones. And let your left arm come down. Just feel that little diagonal for a moment. Your left shoulder and arm are tugging down a little bit as the right reaches up. Now lean it to the left, reaching over. Bring your left hand to your right thigh, tugging on it. And draw your right shoulder blade back. Inhale to release. Glide your left hand towards your knee and then bring your other hand to your left knee. Good. Inhale, gaze up. Exhale, elbows bend. Reach the heart forward. Your forearms are crossed right over the knees. Eventually, hands can release all the way down to the ankles, all the way down to the feet. Head hangs. On an inhale, reach the arms out and up. Palms touch. Exhale, bring them down through the center line to the heart. Inhale, reaching out and up. Exhale down to the heart. One more time. Pausing at the heart. Noticing what you need today. Setting an intention for your practice. And just send that intention out by letting the palms face up in front of you. May everyone's intentions be heard. Sealing the lips, breathing in and out through the nose. Open the feet wide. Sitting back in your chair. Let your elbows jut out to the sides, leaning forward slightly. And now dip your right shoulder down as your left shoulder reaches back. You're pressing the thighs away from each other. And switch. Switch. And switch. Good, now come to center. Both elbows are bending, shoulders glide down the back. And swing the body in the shape of a U, dipping down through center, rising up to each side. And if you haven't already, begin to contract the throat so that you can hear your breath sounding like the ocean. You're welcome to keep a subtle visualization of that spinal breathing, or just breathe into the belly and the ribs. And the next time that your heart comes over to the right, stay there. Reach your left arm in big circles. Other way. Good, and the next time that your left arm reaches up over your head, reach the right arm up as well. You're leaning to the right. Good, inhale with me. Reach up over center, and then down over to the left, towards the floor. And all the way up over to the right. Big circles with the arms. Both arms are reaching. Belly is working. Your whole core is working. Even the legs and hips are helping here. Reverse the direction. Your inhale happens as you're up at the top of the circle, Exhale as you're down low. Fingers might sweep the floor. And pause as you reach diagonally to the left and up to the ceiling. Bring your left hand down to your left knee and circle this right arm up and around. Other way. And reach this right arm over to your right knee. Circle the whole torso around. Other way. When you're ready, bring your torso forward in a half fold. Stay here or bring the fingertips down to the earth, let your head hang. See if you can send your breath into your hip sockets. On an inhale, press into your feet, reach your arms wide, all the way out and up. Palms touch, bring it to heart center. Release the hands to the knees, inch your feet together. And let's come up to standing, bringing the chair with the seat facing you to the top of the mat. That might not have made sense. Bring your chair to the top of the mat with the seat facing you. Good. Now glide both shoulders back and down. We're going to get into the hips a little bit extra today, methodically. Good. Keeping the shoulders back and down. Spread through the toes. Knees are soft. And pick one spot to gaze, gently downward. And then just circle the head and neck. Other way. Let your head come to center. And inch your feet just maybe 2 inches wider, so your feet are about shoulder width apart. And you're facing the chair. Inhale as you sit down into chair pose, reaching the arms forward. Now in this pose, wiggle your hips side to side. So lean a little bit to the right and then lean a little bit to the left. Yeah, and you're gonna feel it in this outer edge, and you might also feel it in the groin. It's okay if they pop a little bit. Find center. Sit down as you reach up. Inhale. Exhale. Belly folds first, then the hands touch the chair. Let your head go, folding. Back of the legs are opening. Press into your hands, coming into a flat back. Now walk your feet back into downward facing dog. Reaching back through the sitting bones, spine is lengthening. On an inhale, look forward and glide your heart over your hands. Plank pose. Pressing the upper part of your spine towards the ceiling, back of the head lengthens up towards the ceiling. And then let your hips drop, lifting the heart. Upward facing dog. When you're ready, down dog, reach it back. Now gently bend your knees and inch your heels a little bit outward so you're pigeon-toed. And reach back through your sitting bones. Good. So this will widen your sitting bones a little bit. Inhale to look forward, straighten out your feet. And walk it up, flat back. Bowing down. Press into your feet, reach out and up, straight legs, straight arms. Palms touch, bringing them to the heart. Inhale, sit down as you reach up. Wiggle the hips side to side. Inhale, sit a little deeper as you reach up. Exhale, fold, forehead touches the chair. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, walk back, downward dog. Stay here or inhale into high plank. Exhale, drop the hips. Inhale, lift that heart a little more. When you're ready, down dog. Step your right foot up to the chair, coming into a lunge. You're on the ball of your back foot. Now press into both feet as you begin to tuck your tailbone, reaching the arms forward and up. See if you can inch your front toes a little bit farther forward and sink down into your hips a little bit more. Now lower your back heel down towards the center of your mat. Draw your left hip back, opening your heart to the side, arms open over each leg, warrior two. Now see if you can draw your front knee towards the pinky toe edge, the outer edge of your foot. And see if you can sink in a little bit more. You might have to widen your stance a tiny bit more. Inhale with me here. Exhale, pinwheel the hands back to the chair. Come onto the ball of your back foot, step back. Downward dog, walk it out. Good, now look forward and come up into a flat back. Now inch your chair towards the left edge of your mat so that you have some space where your right foot can actually step up on the side of your chair. Good. Now you're gonna step your right foot to the outer right edge of your chair. Okay, both hands are on the seat of the chair. This might feel a little awkward at first. Lean into both hands and step your left foot back a little bit more. So your stance, just turn forward for a second. Your stance is a little bit wide. You have your right foot on the right side of your chair and your back leg is back and you're in a lunge, but you're also opening this right hip. You can even lean your right knee out to the side a little bit. Both hands are on the chair. You're building strength. Good. Stay here or press a little extra. Lean onto that left arm. Reach your right arm up. Good. Just want to make sure you can see me well. Yeah, you're twisting in the direction of your right knee. Right arm is up to the sky. Good. Inhale, get a little bit more into the twist. Exhale, both hands come down to the chair. Lean back so that your front leg is straight. Take a moment here, take a breath here. Your back heel can either be lifted or you can draw it down to the ground. You're just opening this front leg. Good, now you're welcome to step back, or if you need to, you can always bump that back foot forward a little bit And then step your right foot back, walk back, downward dog. Inhale, flat back, walk it up. Exhale, folding. Inhale, reaching out and up, straight legs, straight arms. Palms touch, Samasthiti. Inhale, sit down as you reach up. Bending into the knees, inch your chair to center. Inch your feet to center. Good. Sit down a little deeper as you reach up. Exhale, hands touch, folding. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, walk back, downward dog. Stay here or inhale into high plank. Exhale, hips drop. Heart lifts. And let's meet in down dog. Remember, everything is optional. Step your left foot up to the chair. You're not on the side. You're just right up under the chair. You're in a lunge. Your back heel is lifted, or if you need to, you can always lower it down. Press into both feet. Tuck your tailbone. Ride your inhale up. Beautiful. And then it's very common for us to have a stance that's a little bit shorter. So if possible, inch your front toes a little bit farther forward, widening your stance. You're gaining balance, strength, focus. This is really good for the brain. Lower your back heel down towards the center of your mat. Let your right hip draw back, arms open over each leg, warrior two. Again, maybe widen your stance a tiny bit more, sinking into those hips. Draw your front knee towards the pinky toe side of your foot. Inhale with me, go even deeper. Exhale, pinwheel the hands to the chair. Step back, down dog. Walk it out. Gazing forward, come into a flat back. And inch your chair to the right side of your mat. So there's a little bit of space here on the left for your foot. Step your left foot up on the side of your chair. This is the awkward part. Now step your right foot back. Good, so you're in a lunge, but your left foot is a little wider than normal. Press down through both hands, lengthen up through your heart. You can even let this left knee fall to the left. Good, make sure your hands are right underneath the shoulders. If your left knee is falling to the left, maybe just plant down that foot a little more to steady it. Lean onto your right hand. You're twisting towards your left knee. Reach your left arm up to the sky. Breathe. Good. Make adjustments if needed. One last inhale. On an exhale, unwind. Bump your back foot forward a little bit. Ooh, and walk it back, down dog. Last vinyasa, you can hang out in down dog, breathe here, or move through your vinyasa. Gazing forward, walk it up. Bring your chair to center. Just finding the center of your mat. And then bow it down. Inhale, come up halfway again. And inch your feet even wider than your mat. Let your toes jut out more than your heels. So maybe your heels are at the edge of your mat and your toes are off the mat. And begin to bend into your knees, squatting down. Reach the arms out in cactus. Good. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, stick the tongue out. Goddess pose. Inhale, straighten your legs for a moment. Exhale, bending in. 2 more. Stay here. Reach the arms out wide. Bring them down, folding. Jut your heels out farther than your toes. Straight legs, lean back into the sitting bones. See if you can slow your breath down. When you're ready, slowly lift the torso. Inch your feet back together. Straight legs, straight arms, gathering energy as you reach up. And bring it down into the heart. Remembering your intentions. And let it go. Come back to seated in the chair. going to give you two options here. Actually, three. Option number one, you can start your Shavasana now. Option number two, you can cross the right knee over the left. Maybe fold here, getting into this right hip. Option number three, you can bring your right ankle to the left knee and then stay sitting tall or gently fold here. Okay, wherever you are, see if you can close the eyes or pick one spot on the floor to gaze and see if you can slow your breath down. How long does it take for you to gently fill? How long does it take for you to gently empty? Can the transitions of your breath almost be a moment of floating? Ride your next slow inhale out. Release your right leg down. Come into the cross leg position. Keep it gentle. Or bring the ankle to the knee for a deeper intensity. Settling into your breath. Remember that everything we do here is a meditation. Every pose might be strengthening the body and creating flexibility, but it's also creating strength and flexibility in the mind. Enabling the mind to be sharper, yet also more soft. Awakening you. On your next slow inhale, release out. Let the foot down. Come back to where we first began. Imagine your inhale rising up the spine. Exhale, washing down. Relax the tip of the tongue. Relax the face and the jaw. and just sit and listen. You're welcome to stay here for Shavasana. Or you can make your way, relaxing more deeply in the chair or onto your back. gently deepen your breath. And just bring one hand to the heart and one hand to the belly. And honoring yourself. And if you're laying down, you're welcome to come to seated. And we'll close out with the sound of Om. You can just listen or you can join in with me. Namaste.